Ladies and gentlemen, we got a very funny creator, Xzeeve. I always say his Xzeeve, Xzeeve. Shout out to my African brother. I can't. I never really say his name out loud, but I love this dude's channel. He is a great content creator. We got a video today. He got Kendrick's most diabolical diss. Let's get right into it. If you haven't checked this channel out, make sure you do. This boy is a legend.
Now, some of you may know Kendrick Lamar just dropped a surprise album today called GNX. Now, we're not going to sit here and dissect all things that might be disses, might not be disses. Instead, I'm going to tell you about one.
And boy, does this, he a storyteller. That boy a storyteller. Xzeeve?
One diabolical low-key diss that Kendrick just did. You see, in Kendrick Lamar's album that he just released, listen to this closely, he has a song called The Heart Part 6.
Yeah.
But that's a problem, because Drake released a song called The Heart Part 6. Now, let's go back a little further, but what do we have?
That boy said, give me that song. It's mine now. Your soul is mine.
So far, Kendrick released The Heart Part 6. Drake before him released The Heart Part 6. But before Drake, Kendrick released something called The Heart Part 5. In fact, Kendrick Lamar also has The Heart Part 4, 3, 2, and 1. I don't know why I didn't say 1, 2, 3, 4, but anyway, this is Kendrick Lamar's thing. And most rappers have a thing, and their thing is sacred. For instance, Drake's thing is his AM PM series that he's done throughout his whole career.
They call them the timestamp records.
AM PM series that he's done throughout his whole career. Now, you don't take a rapper's thing, them's fighting moves. For instance, when Young Thug said, I'm gonna call my next album The Carter 6, Lil Wayne's thing is The Carter. Lil Wayne said, don't do that. And since Young Thug's quite unique, he responded by saying, and what you gonna do about it? I love your music and I'm a huge fan. Lil Wayne said, are you dissing me? Let me stop getting distracted. I explained this beef in a YouTube video, but anyway, Drake took Kendrick's thing, huge, but Kendrick Lamar came out with a diss song first called 616 in LA. Does that look
I still think Drake should drop a song called 616 in LA or 617 in LA or 6 o'clock in LA or something. I thought that, yeah, I mean, I said that before Kendrick dropped his own Heart series because I was like, man, the first person to snatch their series back, and it happened to be the person who won the battle, so it looks extra like, nigga, if you don't get it, extra poops on the Heart Part 6, extra. But I still think Drake should drop a timestamp record, call it 6 something in LA.
This song first called 616 in LA. Does that look familiar? Remember, that's Drake's thing. That's all about the tie-in right here. Drake decided my revenge is gonna be to take your thing then, Kendrick. But remember, Kendrick is a diabolical supervillain. Kendrick said, what are you talking about? Drake said, The Heart Part 6, I'm taking your series. Kendrick said, I don't agree. Drake said, that don't make sense. Kendrick said, sure it does. I'll just make a song called The Heart Part 6. Drake said, no, I made a song called The Heart Part 6. Kendrick said, I don't agree. Basically saying Kendrick just didn't acknowledge Drake's diss track to the point where in Kendrick's version, listen closely, he don't even talk about Drake. He's just continuing his series as normal, as if nothing happened. Now to all my OCD folks, I ain't forget about you. Drake had a problem. All right, see ya.
That's his little catchphrase. He always says, got a problem. Well, yeah, that's he said, oh, you took my song? Drake said, I took your song. Oh, you took my song? Oh, yes, I did. He said, no, you didn't. Drake said, what do you mean? You didn't take it. I took yours. And then he threw a ninja smoke bomb and disappeared and burst into 13 black crows and flew away. At least that's how I envisioned it. So.